Lesson 5.2, Solving Inequalities by Multiplication and Division. Compare the numbers negative 10 and 15 using an inequality symbol. We should know that negative 10 is less than 15. Now, multiply or divide each side by a positive number and compare the result using an inequality symbol. I'm going to choose to multiply both sides by a positive number. It works the same as if you divide too, but we're going to multiply. So we're going to start with negative 10 less than 15, and we're going to multiply both sides by 3. Positive 3 times positive 3. So when we multiply negative 10 times 3, we get negative 30. And then we multiply 15 times 3, we get 45. We know that negative 30 is less than 45. It checks, it's true, we're happy. Now we're going to try the same inequality. We're going to take negative 10 less than 15, and we're going to multiply both sides by a negative number. I'm going to do negative 2. Multiply by negative 2 on both sides. Now negative 2 times negative 10, we get a positive 20. Less than 15 times negative 2 is negative 30. We should know that 20 is not less than negative 30, so that's false. And this is where we have to switch the symbol when we multiply or divide by a negative. So just remember that. And we're going to write that out. We're going to say when you multiply or divide an inequality by a negative number, comma, you must switch the direction of the inequality symbol. All right, so again, that's when we multiply or divide. You have to remember to switch the symbol in the opposite direction. All right, we're going to try some to practice here. We have solve each inequality and graph your solution on a number line. I'm going to make my number line here for a second. So my number line, put it there, and then I'm going to need another one down here. There we go. And now we're going to go back to the problem. So negative 3/7 r is less than 21. So we have a fraction in front of our variable. Just back in chapter 2, we're going to solve this the same way. We are going to multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 7/3. Negative 7/3. And we know that this is 21 over 21, so that's just r. And we are multiplying by a negative, so we're going to switch the direction of our symbol so it goes to greater than. And then 21 times negative 7/3 is negative 49. So there's my answer. Now I have to graph this on a number line. So we're going to do negative 50, negative 49, 8. 47. It's greater than, so it's just an open circle at 49, and it's going to the right. There we have that problem. Next, we're going to do the one below it. So we have negative 42 is greater than or equal to 6r. From our skills in chapter 2, we know to divide by the coefficient 6. So now we're just divided by a positive 6. Our symbol will not change. So we have Negative 42 divided by 6 is negative 7. So you can say negative 7 is greater than or equal to r, or another way of saying this is r is less than or equal to negative 7. And we're going to graph this on a number line. So we have negative 8, negative 7, negative 6, negative 5. It's equal to, so it's going to be filled in at negative 7, and we want it to be greater, so it's going to the right. Okay, there we go. You are going to try this problem, you try, and then this one you try as well. So you'll probably have to pause the video so that you can do those too. We're going to continue down the left-hand column, and we're going to do sorry, we're going to go to the next slide, which is a word problem. We're going to do this first one together. Define a variable, write an inequality, and solve. So we're going to let's see, the Mount Eagle Band Booster Club raised more than $5,500 from sales of their $15 band DVD. How many DVDs did they sell? So this is our unknown. This is the question that we're trying to find out. So I'm going to have let D equal the number of DVDs the Booster Club sold. Okay, and so from that we know that each DVD was $15, so we're going to have 15 times D, and they wanted more than 5,500, so that has to be greater than 5,500. And now we know to solve this, we're going to divide by 15, divide by 15. D is greater than, if we take 5,500 divided by 15, it repeats, so I'm going to round 366.7. And it says, solve, interpret your solution in a sentence. So we can say the Booster Club sold at least 367 DVDs. And then this last question you can try on your own, and that will be it for video 5.2.